Welcome to This Week in West Hempstead, sponsored by Spiegel Law PC, 516-873-1683. Let us solve your problems, and by Tiffany Dry Cleaners, pickup and delivery in West Hempstead and surrounding communities, 718-309-5222, and by I&D Glot Market, 327 Hempstead Avenue. For all of your shopping needs, and here are your hosts, David and Norm, safe from the Facebook outage of 2024.
All right, thank you, Dan and Norm. Not only Facebook outage, but all this rain and taking a huge soaking, but we're able to drive. No possums this week, fortunately, but I saw a heck of a lot of black birds like overhead the other day. I thought it was the end of the day. I mean, the end of the world. It was like Alfred Hitchcock, but whatever.
Any sign of Tippi Hedren?
Yes. So let's just dive in. Property grievances. So
no, we talk about this all the time. I've been doing it for years with a third party. They take half the savings, and but you can do it on your own. And they've got all kinds of offerings, for seminars on how to do it yourself.
Yeah, I mean, forget about the annoyance of actually doing it, but the extensions on I mean, it's like. Okay, so the big news is that it's been extended to what, March 18th?
I believe.
18th.
And, okay, great. So it's this is just part of life in Hempstead. I mean, whether you're, doing yourself or you're using Maidenbaum or what are the other folks, it's why? Just do it right the first time. It's just so annoying, and this thing costs money to send out. It's just a waste of time.
No, but they get their picture. Look, it's a very nice picture.
Oh shoot!
Your tax dollars at work.
All right. Anyway, you know what? Speaking of annoyances, guess what? I have a feeling West Hempstead's going to get screwed. I'm just going to put it out there. We're hearing foreshadowing from Blakeman, who's saying that, because of the issues that are, happening both nationally and statewide, that those are impacting the taxes. We have our interview that we had a few weeks ago with Dan Riemann, and he's foreshadowing also that, that things are going to be tough. We have this budget seminar that's taking place tonight, which I think will be interesting to see what happens. But man, oh man, it's going to be tough for the schools.
Yeah, it's been tough everywhere. Look, New York City's been cutting budgets for every single one of their divisions. It's going to trickle down everywhere because we're carrying migrants, millions of migrants that the feds are not paying for, and somebody's got to pay the bill, and New York is getting more than their fair share.
Yeah, look, at a certain point, I mean, you're just going to have to cut spending. I mean, and the longer they push this off, the more drastic these things are going to get. As you said, we talked to Dan Riemann. Things are not looking promising for the school district, so we'll see where it goes.
Yeah, and then on top of all of this, you start to hear the chirping that's happening in the pre-budget season for West Hempstead, and there's talk about the pre-K, universal pre-K, and was it used to its full extent? So not only are we looking at issues potentially going forward as things are going to get squeezed, but there are issues that are being raised of budgets that were already in place for the state that we may not have taken care of, or at least those are the allegations anyway. So
there's some empty seats. That's not probably going to happen in any new project. But it's going to be a problem, and we know it's coming, and may as well just buckle up and get ready.
I will say, I had a conversation with somebody who is in the know, and he said he knows New York City, and New York City and New York State maybe have different rules. The question that he had outstanding is, were there seats that could have gone to private universal pre-K?
Correct.
And I think that'll be a question we'll raise when we get the Friends of West Hempstead on. But I don't know. I have no idea what the rules were, and if we could have used them for the private, it would have been worth doing so that we take advantage of the money.
Yeah, listen, it's a valid issue raised by a watchdog group, and we need to get to the bottom of it. And perhaps it's just recycled crap, or it's new issues that really need to be raised.
And there'll be many more issues to be talked about before this budget comes for a vote.
And now's a good time for a commercial break.
Tiffany Dry Cleaner is ready to handle all your cleaning, laundering, and dry cleaning needs. We offer free pickup and delivery Sunday to Friday in all communities. Give us a shot.
All right, and we're back. And, Norm, exciting news, actually almost like breaking news. The West Hempstead boys basketball team, the Rams, They won a championship game, and their star player, Isaiah Blunt, just had an amazing game, 25 points.
Great. I mean, town's on the map.
Hempstead Lake State Park is really just a gem in West Hempstead. And, you know, when the temperature hits, you know, in the mid-60s in the beginning of March, what better place to go than there?
It's the place to go. It is the most beautiful, pristine place. There's so many different places you can go within the park, or you can walk around the pond, the different lakes that they have, and you can walk around. I particularly like the area where they have the kayak launch area, where you can walk down to the water, walk on what is really a beach, and my grandkids love it.
And they have a great dog run there too. So
they do.
So if you have your dog, and go bring them out there.
And the park is packed with people playing pickleball.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It became such a major league in the park. And so if you're not taking advantage of this park, you are totally wasting a huge, huge, valuable area.
And if you really want to see some amazing pictures of what was taking place on Sunday, you can go to westhempsteadecho.com or go to our Facebook site, or actually go to our Instagram site as well, and see what's going on. And, you know, Dan, speaking of Instagram, we're really starting to get things cracking with Michelle Sigelnik and our Simply Delicious brand. And what do we got going on this week?
Yeah, so we have officially launched our Simply Delicious series. Michelle is going to do some short pieces on things you can cook at home with ingredients you hopefully have just lying around. Our breakfast burrito episode went out this past week. We have another one that's very nearly done that we're going to release probably early next week. So we're trying to really revive our Instagram, so by all means head over to Instagram. You're going to see also we're doing little shortcuts of this weekly show, so if you don't have time to watch the whole 8 or 10 minutes, by all means pick it up on Instagram as well.
Yeah, and you know, just on a food note, later this week we're heading over to Restorers for the annual chocolate bunny making ceremony, if you will, and we're really excited because Leslie McAvoy from the West Hempstead Historical Society is going to be joining us, and it should be a really great event. And we're looking, it's not even an event, but you know what? Actually, when you have Restorers, chocolate bunnies, and Leslie together, it's an event.
It is an event, and Leslie's great. But the chocolate bunny, they do a 2-foot chocolate bunny in which hundreds of kids apply to win some kind of contest to take this bunny out. Yeah, they've been doing this for years. Nobody seems to know about it, but it is really a fabulous.
Oh, we got to get a picture of that 2-foot bunny. we got to animate that. I mean, that would be unbelievable.
Yeah, it would.
You know, speaking of animation, you know, in the Long Island Herald, there was the article of couples renew their vows for Valentine's Day, and Kate Murray was, I guess, providing matrimonial services, great use of our tax dollars. We had covered the story, and I thought it was just great that there's these pictures of couples, you know, renewing their vows, right?
Where do they round them up from? Did anybody call you and ask if you want to?
They said there's over 100 couples who renewed their vows. I mean, this is great. I mean,
okay, good.
Well, we did tease it when they were announcing it.
And I'm sure they just lined up. It was better than Vegas. And okay, so you know that's just going to wrap it up this week, Norm and Dan, and join us next week for This Week in West Hempstead.
Have a great week.
Thanks for watching, everybody. If you would like to sponsor our program, much like Spiegel Law PC, Tiffany Dry Cleaners, or IND Glot Market, please reach out to us at sales@westhempsteadecho.com.
Welcome to IND Glot. We love our customers. We have the freshest produce. We have all the groceries you need. We have the best cuts of beef, veal, lamb, chicken for the best price. And of course, a bakery department with all fresh cookies, cakes, and freshest bakery item. And of course, with a takeout department with delicious food. If you need to place an order, do it online. We'll deliver it to you, or come into the store and shop. We can't wait to see you.